Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joan here with a third movie video, which probably means I got to put my second newsy video on BitChute and Rumble. I think I just better today because I got to talk about the big trial, and I mean YouTube's just flagging everybody. So anyhow, check me out, check both of us out, both of us, Joan, on BitChute and Rumble. Already got up one exclusive. We'll have the second up later this evening. What time is it? Yeah, this evening. And me and Little Joan will just continue reviewing movie trailers on YouTube, I guess. So BitChute and Rumble is where you need to be. This is called The Columnist, and special thanks to Jeremy at the Quartering, who did a video already on this, but I decided I had to, because this is the nexus of politics and movies. It's about a columnist who gets blasted on social media, and she can't take it. And according to Jeremy, everybody's talking about how great this movie is. It's the greatest horror movie ever made. And, it's about social media has ruined journalism and a few other things because it's definitely ruined comics. Last time I tried to get a real comics gig, the first question was, well, what's your Twitter following? And I was like, I don't know. Who cares? And that was about the end of that conversation. So many companies, media companies, have become convinced that Twitter following turns into money. And it doesn't. These Twitter followers are mentally ill. A lot of them. A lot of them are, they don't have any money. That's for sure. If they're woke, they don't buy anything. They're not there to buy things. They're there to find things to virtue signal about. And they either virtue signal, oh yes, Queen, that's great. Or they go, oh no, that's problematic, and here's why. This movie is apparently made by one of these morons, I think, who apparently thinks it's fun or a fantasy to kill the internet trolls. So she goes and finds an internet troll and ends up killing him. And that becomes her thing, and she becomes kind of a serial killer, where she kills these guys. Here she is drowning a guy. Ignoring the fact that would a young woman have the upper body strength to drown a man in a tub of water? I doubt it. Here she is knocking a guy off a building. This is a foreign movie, so I think it's kind of fun in its own way. But I sort of agree with Jeremy in that, the reason all the hype is because, these columnists see themselves in her. That's why they love the movie so much. See, The Columnist. And let's see if I can read the credits. I don't think I can. Yeah, nobody I know. So, it's a Dutch movie. They tend to be weird and quirky, so I'm sure it's pretty good, First act, she's on social media, and man, the trolls just come after her. She's a columnist, she's trying to do good work, and her whole life is just, she's just under tremendous stress. And then she finds, for some reason, she finds the guy who's been trolling her, like in real life. So she decides to follow him, and just out of circumstance, she ends up getting into his apartment, maybe somehow. Maybe he leaves the door open or whatever. And she confronts him, and ends up, it ends up being weird. Maybe he deserves it. Usually the first victim in this sort of movie kind of deserves it. Maybe he comes on to her, and, and then she ends up killing him. And then the adrenaline rush, the whole thing appeals to her like a serial killer. And then she figures, she starts writing, and her writing gets better, and it's like, oh, this is a great formula. And so she starts killing more of these guys, and she starts justifying it, making the world a better place. So the second act is her rise to fame and her great life, but her boyfriend knows. Her boyfriend or the husband kind of knows. And then it's about her getting caught. Probably gets caught. Or maybe it's a satirical movie at the end where it's like she gets caught but nobody cares. um, yeah, so, politically, I can see what Jeremy's saying in that's why a lot of these columnists love the movie. But at the same time, it is just a movie. It'll probably do nothing. It's a foreign film. It's being brought over here. It's probably okay. It's probably watchable. It's probably got a more Dutch sensibility to it, more European sensibility, where people are, I don't know, a little different in their own way, not as gregarious, more uptight in certain social situations, and maybe not so hung up on American tropes as American filmmakers are. I just looked at the hitman's wife's bodyguard. It's nothing but tropes. Whereas this, there could be some surprises in it. I don't think there's any surprises in the hitman's wife's bodyguard. It's just a big showpiece. Whereas this, they're trying to tell a story. So I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be watchable. It's not something I would run to the theater to see. It'll probably be something I watch on a Netflix type station or service, long after it was out of the theaters. It might be okay. That's it on YouTube today. Check me and Joan out. I think we're going to have 2 videos today, Joan. Yeah. We're going to do 2 videos. I'm going to do a second video. So look for that after this one on BitChute and Rumble. So we'll get all our political stuff off the site today, just to see how it goes. And so you got your 3 on YouTube today. But if you want to get into the politics, follow us on BitChute and Rumble.